This is a newly released mid-range priced phone, but with surprisingly big flagship features. It's the OPPO Reno12 Pro featuring an impressive 6.7-inch AMOLED infinite view screen with 120Hz refresh rate, a beautiful design, and a set of solid cameras with generative AI features usually reserved for flagship phones double its price. Hey friends, Andrew here, hope you're well. I've partnered with OPPO on this video and have been using and traveling with the Reno12 Pro over here for the last couple of months, from London and Hong Kong to Sydney. And this new phone is a standout smartphone this year for interesting reasons. The very first thing you'll realize picking up this phone is its premium build and design. This is a very nicely built phone in the mid-range segment. The back of the phone is one of the most visually striking phones. It has sort of this pearlescent, futuristic fluid design that shines differently in different angles, as you can see here. It's just a really good looking phone, especially out and about in the sun. Its lightweight and slim build is also surprising in hand at only about 180 grams and 7.4 millimeters thin. Because it's so thin and light, it has been such a treat to travel with. Slipping this into my pocket feels like it's not even there, and then the in-hand feel is just quite comfortable to hold. Other than just being a sleek looking phone, it is pretty well built with high strength alloy framework, and on the front you have a durable Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2, which is actually a pretty hard name to pronounce really quickly 3 times in a row. But anyway, that gives it enhanced protection. It's actually one of the newer Gorilla Glasses that's typically found on higher end flagship phones. So combined with an IP65 rating for dust and water resistance, and you have an elegant, sturdy phone that bats above its weight. You will notice on the camera notch that it has an AI camera system etching, and this is where it gets really interesting. AI is front and center with this phone, which helps boost productivity and creativity. So here's all the new AI functionality that I've been playing with on the phone, starting with the photography. So the first one is AI Clear Face, and this feature takes the faces in group shots and AI drastically increases clarity and reduces distortion up to 10 people. It does a pretty good job highlighting faces in basically any lighting condition. And then there's AI Smart Image Matting 2.0, which basically cuts out people, objects, or pets from photos to create emojis, backgrounds, and stickers, all that fun stuff. AI Eraser 2.0 is probably one of the most impressive features that I really enjoyed using. It's able to remove unwanted bystanders or objects just by tapping the thing you want to erase. And honestly, Eraser 2.0 is one of the most advanced in the industry. The generative fill results are better than many I've tested, and I was able to recreate backgrounds and even human hands surprisingly quite well. And that's not even all. There are actually even more AI features set to come to this phone in an upcoming software update that'll open up OPPO's AI Studio for more AI photo editing options. And then there's an advanced AI Best Face feature where AI will generatively correct closed eyes in photos automatically, so you won't get anyone in the photo shutting off their eyes. AI isn't just reserved for photos either. There's also an AI Link Boost feature, which smartly detects whether you enter and leave an elevator, for example, to minimize signal interruptions. And it also helps boost connectivity in festivals or football stadiums, where signal strength usually suffers. There's a slew of productivity features too, like AI recording summaries that take audio recordings that give you a full summary right on your phone. AI can also summarize the web page you're browsing, read articles to you, clarify voice calls, and even help write up a social media post or reply to friends. This is a lot of AI functionality built right into the phone locally, and it's all powered by MediaTek's Dimensity 7300 energy chip. And it's also worth mentioning that the AI photo and camera features uses OPPO's own LLM called Andy's GPT, and the AI toolbox features are supported using Google's Gemini LLM. But what's most impressive about all this entire AI feature set on this phone is that you typically won't find this many AI features in a mid-range segment of phones. So OPPO really has taken AI very seriously with the Reno12 series, and it's given it a ton of functionality. Now, flipping the phone back over to the rear, there are 3 cameras here unique to the Reno12 Pro. Starting from the bottom, this is the ultra wide angle camera. Then above it is the 50 megapixel main camera with optical image stabilization. And then finally, there's a 50 megapixel telephoto lens with 2x optical zoom, which is actually pretty rare to see in this price range. Then at the front, of course, we get another 50 megapixel selfie camera. And all these cameras combined with the assistance of AI equals some pretty stunning photos. I'll show you right now. So I'll put up on screen the photos I've snapped around the world with this phone. So these photos, as you can see, are right out of the phone, and they're pretty crispy, and post-processing on the phone isn't too heavy either in any sort of lighting condition. Even when it was really gloomy and overcast in London, I found that the photos have this appealing natural tone and renders skin tone really nicely. The optical and digital zoom was stellar, as you can see here, zooming extra close during the UEFA Champions League finals, though there was a bit of motion blur when it comes to the players on the field. The highlight here though is the AI portrait mode, which brings studio level snaps to this phone. OPPO phones are known for their great portrait mode photography, and it's no different here. The subject is always nicely in focus with creamy bokeh for great background separation, and the lighting and skin tones are almost always bang on with the 50mm focal length. The advanced AI portrait retouching helps bring the photo to life, even in less than ideal lighting situations like at night. And that's also in part thanks to the camera's sensor, which is Sony's LYT600, and it does a great job with omnidirectional autofocus and optical image stabilization. I've been genuinely impressed with the photos coming out from this phone. Now, when it comes to video, there's an option to shoot 4K 30 FPS on the front and rear cameras and 60 FPS at 1080p. As you can see here, filming the Champions League crowds and even zooming in and auto switching to the top telephoto lens, the detail here is quite crispy. Even nighttime video looks incredible for a mid-range phone. I haven't applied any sort of post-production edit on these videos, and as you can see, they look pretty stellar right off the phone. Colors are moody and 4K detail is sharp. At some points, it is a little oversaturated, just like the photos, but overall, it's amazing photography and videography on a phone that does not break the bank. Now, let's not forget about the thing that you're going to be looking at the most, which is the beautiful display. It's a 6.7-inch AMOLED HDR10+ display with a 120Hz refresh rate and peaking at 1000 nits of brightness, which is bright enough for outdoor sunny day usage. General usage and videos on this display look incredible, and looking at it, it is hard to believe that this isn't a flagship phone. The new Reno12 Pro screen is elevated by what OPPO calls the infinite view screen, which is this sort of flat panel with a micro curve design. So that brings the aesthetic of a curved screen with the ergonomic grip of a flat screen in your hand. This is a display that works well for kicking back and watching casual YouTube content, TV shows, editing your photos, and just general day-to-day scrolling and usage on OPPO's Color OS, which runs very smooth on this phone. So with all that usage, the battery does keep up thanks to the 5000 mAh capacity, and combined with the efficient MediaTek Dimensity 7300, this is apparently the best battery life for an OPPO Reno phone yet. So over the past couple months, I'm getting about 9 to 10 hours of mixed usage. So by the end of the day, I'll still have 20% of juice left, so it'll get you through the day no problem at all, unless you're watching videos the entire day. So that's a really solid battery life for a mid-ranger phone. But the best part is OPPO's unique SUPERVOOC flash charge, which is basically 80-watt fast charging capable of 1% to 49% charge within 18 minutes. So if you're going out after work, for example, you can plug this phone in for a short 10-minute charge, and that'll give the phone enough juice ready to tackle the rest of the night. Now at this point, you're probably wondering what the price tag on this OPPO Reno12 Pro is. Well, it retails at 999 Australian dollars or 499 British pounds. And for that price tag, it is a feature-rich phone with AI specs and cameras that you'd typically find on more expensive phones at the moment. The fact that you get a brilliant set of cameras, premium design, a stack of AI features, and SUPERVOOC fast charging for sub 1,000 Australian dollars is actually pretty good value. And this is one of the phones to get for those on a budget that still want flagship quality features without paying for a top of the line phone. So if you're interested in getting this phone, OPPO is currently running a launch offer where you get the OPPO Watch X valued at $699 for free. And if you want to check out the OPPO Reno12 instead, you'll get the OPPO Pad Neo for free. So check out the links in the description box below. If you made it to the very end of this video, comment the code word silver and I'll give it a like for watching until the end. And I'll also leave a video right here to 12 other really cool tech gadgets you'll want to check out. And as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.